Maya in the village of Mung Sing. He has a claim on you. He has a claim on me. And so does a child on the banks of the Ogawi down in Lemmerene or in the Belgium Congo. That child has a claim on us. I've examined us all. I've examined the youths and the kids in the Ogawi and the children in Laos. And you know, we all have hearts and lungs and livers and spleens in the same identical position. And we all have the same identical pulse rate. And we've all been built to the same image and likeness. Dr. Schweitzer sums all this up in a statement: man belongs to man. Man has claims on man. This is our fundamental belief in Medico. And our fundamental prayer, our fundamental poem in Medico are the very wonderful words that have been written long ago by Robert Frost. And I would like to offer them to you in closing before I say goodbye to all of you. I would like to give you these words, and whenever you think of Medico, whenever you think of Tom Dooley, who will be back in my village, I will be home in Laos for Christmas, please think of all of us. The words of Robert Frost would say, "The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." Kupcha.
The Dooley legend was made even more popular by a program narrated by the great dancer-actor Gene Kelly.
For centuries without number, the Mekong River has been the lifeblood of this tiny land. This is Laos, poorest nation of Southeast Asia. Since the days of Kublai Khan, conquerors have looked hungrily at its borders. For the past 3 generations, Laos has been torn by war, but its people are determined to survive. In Laos, the rhythms of daily life have always been tied to the Mekong, the mother river. And each day, fishermen measure their skill against its waters, as their fathers did before them. When the river is generous, lives are rich and full. And if catches are slim, fishermen tighten their belts and pray to the Buddha for a fuller blessing. Farmers of Laos have always used the river to irrigate their fields, and today they still fit their lives to its ebb and flow. Generally, the farmers and the river live in accord. But when the river grows angry and heavy with the weight of monsoon rains, it overflows and destroys the rice paddies. Then the farmers rebuild and offer sacrifices at the river shrines. And one day of work grows into another until the next monsoon. In Laos, a day's pay is less than 50 cents. But most farmers never see any cash at all. They barter the produce of their fields with other poor farmers, and each contributes to the poverty of the other. The marketplaces are only one busy thread in the tapestry of Laotian life. Ignorance, disease, and death are also part of the fabric. This is the story of men and of women who are committed to curing the ills of Laos without destroying its ancient traditions. For many Westerners, the shrines along the Mekong River are symbols of ignorance and superstition. But for the people who live on the river, each shrine is a monument to an undying hope. There was one Westerner, Tom Dooley, a doctor from St. Louis, who understood the qualities of Asian life. He believed that a new quality of life could be built without destroying ancient beliefs.
In November 1959, on a visit to Los Angeles, Dooley became the subject of the TV program, This Is Your Life.
Well, good evening, everybody. Tonight, we've hidden a camera in the projection room of the NBC office building. Your This Is Your Life host, Ralph Edwards, has just entered this darkened little theater and, unobserved, has taken a seat right behind our subject-to-be, who is a very famous doctor. The doctor came to NBC to see a medical documentary film, but we've changed films on him. What he'll see instead is this special film we had made in the Kingdom of Laos by the Foreign Minister of Laos, Kampa Panya.
The hearts of my people are in your hands. And now, I wish to surprise you by telling you that tonight, this is your life.
Doctor, hello, hey, over here. Hello, Dr. Thomas Dooley. I'm Ralph Edwards. Wonderful to see you, sir. Indian movie. I've been sitting here behind you, kind of sneaked in when the lights were out. We took this way to surprise you, so we could tell one of the great stories of our times, of how you, in the terrible aftermath of war, rescued thousands of the fleeing, homeless people of Vietnam. And in your medical missions to Laos, you have more fantastic experiences. Are you surprised by all this,
That's
Doctor?
why the Lao man was on the...
That was the foreign minister.
I know.
Laos, telling you that this was your life. Our thanks to your good friends, Robert Hardy Andrews, and to hello there, Bob, and to Jerry Fairbanks. Thank you very much, Jerry.
We've been sitting here talking about airplanes.
We heard you laughing out there. They told you were going to see a medical film. Doctor, we'll take you to our studio now to relive your thrilling life. Here we go. Come along.